Welcome back, part 35. We're going to jump right into it. What I noticed is this part isn't touching, so I'm going to tab and just kind of get this touching the dome piece right there a little bit. Okay. And yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with it. Come over here, rotate around that. Up, over. I really am just loving this swerve right there. Okay, just bring that up like so. Holy cow, it almost looks better without the piece. Doesn't it? I mean, yikes. Okay, let's scale that in like so. So it can still be here down here. Okay. Fine with that. And then up here, we can bring this over to connect to the head. Okay. Nice. So we get this is just elegant right here. I love this little S curve. Got a plane outside. Okay. All right, with that up or under, let's do the same thing here. Let's tap this and grab that. Make that under. Okay. And we'll deal. We'll fix this. It's just, it needs to be fixed. We're in the throes. Okay. So we have this side of the head pretty well done. We have the bangs, and now let's get this side of the head. So we're gonna tab into object mode. Select this strand right here. Shift D to duplicate it. Let's just drag it a little, about here. Great. Rotate it along the Z axis like that. Okay, nicely done. We can bring this back a little bit, like here. And then we want to do the same thing. We want to thicken this up. So let's scale it along the YY and make it a little thicker like that. Yeah, look at you. You don't even blink. Nicely done. Okay, let's bring this in like so. And then you can see I do like that that's going to be wide out like that. And we can, she can have kind of, if you want kind of claw strands of hair, you can do that, or you just really just kind of match it up with that side of the head. Okay. And then you have a nice, beautiful strand along that side of the head. And now we can tab into edit mode and we can add our detail to it. We can, we can rotate it up. We can rotate it down. Doesn't need that much, to be totally honest with you. Maybe we can scale it in a little bit. And, I kind of thought I may have been going too fast in the last one because honestly, I was just kind of working. But I think we're at the stage now. We might not be. That might be. I might just be asking too much of you. And if that's the case, then I'm in the wrong. But I was just working and kind of assuming that you'll follow along. You'll follow along with me. You guys, I don't like any of that. I'm just gonna Control Z out of all this. Tell me my screencast. God damn it, screencast keys. Screencast keys. W. Cool. Screencast keys are on. I'm going to X out of all of that. Actually, I do like the resize. So that resize is great. I'm going to move it back a little bit. And again, when I move it and it collapses into the head, just hit Control, and then it kind of matches itself to the contour. And then let's come over here and pull that in like that. Right there. Let's go on maybe on the ZZ. Okay, not bad. And then here, cool. All right, now that this is matched up here, and you can see, you know, kind of this is where that kind of alien anime head shines, right? This is their Iran alien head. Okay, let's tab into edit mode like that. Pick this guy, and then let's get this over like here, something like that, right? Let's see how this looks on the other side. No, we don't, no, not for the time being. We will curve it out like that, but not yet. Okay, I like that. It kind of wraps around. Okay, looking sharp. And if you're wondering why that wasn't pink, it was I was on the solid instead of the material. Okay, just in preview mode. Right, and maybe do we want to rotate this? Maybe let's rotate in object mode. Let's see what happened like that. Just to kind of close it in a little bit. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Even let's go back into object mode and see if we can just grab this back here, maybe like this. I don't know that needs to be that big. I mean, it can be. No. Let's leave it as it is. A nice big loop, and we got the side of that head. You know, something we do need to pay attention to is the crown of the head. And I think we didn't on this one, but we will on the next one, just because I kind of like how that flows. So let's tab into object mode and Shift D to duplicate this and move it over a tiny little bit. And then rotate on the Z, local Z, so we hit that twice. And we can kind of bring this in. And now one thing I do want to do is, first and foremost, take care of this. And just kind of set that right. And it kind of makes it a little crazy, and okay, so be it. And we're gonna have to deal with that, but we will deal with it. Okay, maybe scale that down. Okay, and we're good. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Okay, and then let's make this here. Let's swing this around like that. Lower that scale a little bit, bring this up like this. Rotate like this, maybe even bring that in a little more. Like this. And then pull this. Maybe we gotta scale this up a little. this, bring it here, like that, like that, rotate it like this. Okay, and I'm gonna pull it away from the face like that. This is a little like that, okay. And this is out here, like that. Okay. You know what? Let's try subdividing and see if we can't get. Okay. Okay. I like it. Let's bring this just a tiny bit over, like that. Okay, you guys with me? Should be. You know what? Let's go. It's tab into object mode. Select this guy, shift duplicate it, and then just scale it down. Okay. We're gonna bring this under here. And then let's rotate it out like that. Just enough to come in here. You know, I don't even think we need that. So let's delete that, and let's have this one be the one that we duplicate. And how do we, you know what, let's just see what happens when we put taper A on here. So let's taper object with taper A. Okay, nice and smooth. I'm okay with that. And then let's shift duplicate this and move it over here. Like this, just under that. As you do, tab into edit mode, select this, scale it up just a scotch, bring it over, cover up that bald spot, and then we can rotate this, we can scale this like this, we can bring this up like this, and voila. I wonder if we need to make this a little bit bigger. So let's scale on the YY. Make it a little bit bigger, like that. And then move it back. Like that. Okay? So we got, this is coming through just a tiny bit. We'll take care of that up here. We'll take care of that right here with the middle one. We'll just move that down. Okay. Great. All right, looking sharp. What do? We save our work. Okay, let's do one more on this side, and then we'll touch this up, and then we'll do the hair on the back of the head. So how about we tab into object mode, we save our work, and then let's have this one. This one. Okay. Let's shift duplicate this and bring it over here. Bring it over here and have it connect here. Okay. And rotate around. And rotate up like that. And scale it like that. And bring it a little closer into these guys. Yeah, like that. And now we can rotate that back. Down, scale it. Well, let's scale on the ZZ, see what happens, make it a little thick. Scale on the YY, there we go. Scale it on the Y, yo. Okay, so if we tap into edit mode, we can grab this here. It doesn't need, I mean, this is giant, so we can scale that in like that. We can bring this back, so it kind of, so it kind of fits. We're gonna have the tops of these hair pieces form the horseshoe, like the male pattern baldness horseshoe. Okay, we'll touch that up shortly. So there's that, and then let's click on this one and rotate that, looking sharp, looking good, like that. Bring this up, like so. And then I'm going to shift click, right click, subdivide, because I want this one here. I want to rotate this. I want to bring this up a little bit. There we go. See, when you bring this up, it pops up and out. There you go. It kind of closes that off. Okay. Slow rotated. Hey yo. Okay. Select here. Okay. Just building it out. We can rotate that. Maybe even scale that in a little bit. Yeah, it's just a massive scale. There you go. So let's go tab into edit mode. I'm going to shift click this, right click, subdivide. And now that should let me rotate this like that. Okay. Okay, so now I've got the front and the sides. Okay, let's start building out the back of this head. Let's come out this one and let's shift duplicate and just bring this here and start with this nice piece. Okay, let's tab in edit mode. This will bring this up about here. Great, we'll bring this middle one up about here. Great, like it, I'm with you. And then we'll bring this back a ways. And we'll have to scale this in, which is fine. Rotate around a little bit, bring it back. Like here. And like this. Okay. You know what? Let's dissolve this vertex just as we get going. We'll bring it back, but for the time being, what are we on here? Taper A, bevel B. Let's get this. Let's go into object mode and let's give this bevel A, because that was just a smoother bevel. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Let's bring this over a little bit like that. Okay, tab into edit mode, bring this down here, like that. Maybe we can even scale this in, like so. Rotate around, like that. And then this can come out, actually. Here, you know what? Escape out of that. Now I want to subdivide this. Right click, subdivide. Select this one, bring it down a little bit, like here. Okay, And then with this, we can bring it out. Like so. Like here. Like under the ear. A little bit. We can scale it out. But that's too far in like that. It should be rotate. Like that. Rotate it. Rotate it so it's pointed that way. Okay? Nice. All right, let's tab in object mode. Let's shift D, duplicate this, bring it around. Like that. Okay, not bad. Bring it a little bit more. Like so. Maybe rotate. And bring it down a little bit. Like that. There we go. Okay, and then with this, let's tab and let's bring this one underneath this layer. Let's bring this one like closer to the head, like that, but still close enough to block the hair here. And then with this one, can we rotate that like that? Is that doable? Here, let's bring this in. Like that, there. And then this one. Scale it, there we go. There we go. You see what's happening? You see what we're doing? Then let's go check it out from the front. We want to be able to see this in back. Like that. Lovely. Okay. Just building out the back of the head, y'all. No big deal. This might even be able to come in a little bit more. Maybe this one needs to come in also. Just a scotch. Okay, let me tab into this one. Okay with that. How are we doing on time?